Hey guys, this is Kai. This is actually week 2, and the topic is trans identity and how I knew. I'm going to firstly apologise for the video actually coming up pretty late today. Last night, we went to celebrate my mate's 40th birthday, and yeah, we had a few. I have coffee, and I don't know if you can see behind me, but my duvet's out. I'm actually feeling a little rough. It's not a good idea to go out the night before you make a video, but it was her 40th, so I do apologise, okay? I didn't actually know what, obviously the word trans meant until I was a lot older. I do remember, being around 5 years of age and going to school and just kind of just hanging with, in general with kids in the street, etc. I realised that, I was completely different. I didn't want to hang out with the girls, they were doing the makeup and the Cindy dolls and the Barbie dolls, etc. And I mean, in school, I just wanted to play football, I just wanted to hang out with the boys. But the school that I was in, girls played girls sports, boys played boys sports, and I didn't really understand, I never actually said anything to anyone. I mean, as I said, all my friends like makeup, and around that time, my mum bought me, I don't know if anyone, remembers them, the Cindy dolls, and she'd actually bought me my first one around that age, and I used to like cut the hair and use pens to put like camouflage on the dolls and stuff. When I was 7, my mum actually kind of gave up buying me those kind of dolls and actually bought me my first Action Man, which was really cool, by the way. Apart from like the toy thing, my mum did used to have this like major battle in getting me to wear anything that was female. She did actually start to buy me boys' clothes, and we went on holiday to Spain, and I think it was for my 6th birthday, and my mum said to me, what do you want? And I was like, I want my hair cut short. And my mum took I think we were out there for like 2 weeks, and my mum took a few days to think about it, and she was like, okay, if that's what you want. And I mean, after that, people who didn't actually know us just automatically thought that I was her son. Looking back now, I can see that actually really did hurt her. But she never forced me to wear girls' clothes. She never forced me to have long hair, and I think that's pretty amazing. When I look back on that. But I mean, as time sort of went by, I continued to wear the boys' clothes. Had my hair cut short, and as I got older, my hair never went sort of past my ear or anything like that. But as I sort of got closer to puberty, is kind of when things started to get really confusing, because I was growing a chest, though I wasn't very big. I knew they were there, and I mean, I think I was a pretty like awful teenager. I mean, teenagers, they do what they do, but I mean, I had this added sort of thing that I just didn't know what was going on, and I didn't speak to my mum. But I was really lucky because I had this huge group of friends, and they all knew, and they all knew that I was female outside. We never talked about it. But when I'd hang out with them, they'd all treat me like a boy. I actually had my first girlfriend around 13, 14, and she knew that I was, born female, but she'd always introduced me as her boyfriend. So that, when I look back on that, I kind of, that's quite a weird thing to happen to someone, because I mean, you see a lot of videos, and a lot of people are kind of forced to live a certain way, but I guess I was really lucky in that sense. So yeah, I mean, it all kind of ended though for me when I was around 16, because I was becoming like kind of physically, I was really developing, and that's when I really started to hate my body. I didn't find out about binding until I was probably around 18 or 19. And that was actually because, I mean, I actually found out what the word trans meant through one of my friends that I met at the time, who is an MTF. And when I met her, and she explained everything that she was, because she was actually transitioning herself at the time. And I was just like, wow, this is possible. This is how I feel. I mean, obviously the opposite, but I mean, it was just amazing. And that's when I kind of knew that, I didn't really know, I guess, if I wanted to start testosterone. I mean, but what I did do by talking to her is just opening up this world for me to realize that I wasn't actually abnormal. Like I'd kind of felt I hadn't really talked to anyone about it up until that time, because nobody else talked to me about it. So it's such a difficult thing, I think, to sit down and explain to someone, because you don't know. It's hard to explain something to someone when you don't actually understand it yourself. So yeah, I mean, as I said, when I met my female friend, that's when things just started to actually fit together. And I mean, that was some time ago, and actually now I'm at the point where I'm close to starting T. And yeah, that's pretty much my story there, guys. I am so sorry for the rough look, but it was a birthday, so I had to celebrate. Thanks for watching though, guys, and take care.